Boy, I'd sure like to have a van purposely built just for my business, whatever business that may be. Whether it's a, healthcare thing, a trade, a pet grooming, all kinds of office mobile command, you name it, needle exchange, who knows? We're gonna have a quick chat with Trace, not with Trace, but with
Sam Shapiro.
With Sam Shapiro from Grounded about all that, about how it works and why you should do it. I'm Brian. Welcome to Future Ozza. So yeah, I was talking with Trace a minute ago, but now I'm talking with Sam. Let's take a look. What do you got here?
So this is a mobile healthcare vehicle. This is a fully electric van that Grounded basically upfits with our modular interior system and technology and software. And so basically what Grounded does is we build electric and now hybrid vehicles for a variety of use cases and business operations. So mobile healthcare vehicles, mobile command centers, pet care vehicles, electric food trucks, RVs, and we build on a few different OEM platforms. So we don't build the powertrain, we build on GM. This is a GM platform, the Ford E-Transit, where we just announced a partnership with Harbinger to build on their both battery electric and hybrid class 4 to 6 vehicles. And we have a modular system, so basically, we have a bunch of different modules in sort of our catalog that customers can choose from. So whether it's a patient bed or a bench seating or a kitchen module, we also can do like more robust medical equipment like ophthalmology equipment or blood draws, things like that. So
that's a good one, because it just occurred to me, I need a generator to run my command center or whatever it is.
Right.
You don't.
Right. So this is an all electric alternative. So that's a big part of the value proposition for these businesses is you get rid of your generator. We can do 12 plus hour, operational days of runtime.
It just depends on your draw and what you need to run.
Depends on your draw, but we can basically spec a power system. So we add more batteries to the interior. So you can use power from the actual vehicle battery and then also power from the onboard batteries that we add. And so we can do a different size system depending on what you need. And we have like different platforms with different sizes, right? So if you want something that's more heavy duty, maybe the Harbinger is going to be better for you because the payload's so much higher. We can fit a lot more batteries on board. But yeah, you get rid of your generator. We also put a Starlink on everyone for high-speed internet no matter where you are, along with priority data plans with all the major carriers. We have solar panels on the roof which charge the auxiliary batteries. And with the Harbinger, we'll be able to charge the vehicle battery too. So there's a lot of options that we can do.
Well, we're going to hop inside here because, if we come all this way, we might as well check it out. Yes. So where are you guys located?
So we're in Detroit. We're in Southwest Detroit. We're half a mile from the Michigan Central train station, and we do all of our manufacturing and fabrication there.
Well, but does Detroit know anything about automotive?
Barely.
Yeah, they might know a thing or two.
That's right.
So you have you built many of these yet?
Yeah. We've got about 20 or so that are on the road today, and now we're building about 4 a month.
Okay.
So going to be a lot more soon.
Are there applications that wouldn't work? I mean, you can do the food truck, you can do the FBI van, you can do the pet grooming.
So I think the only one that I don't know. I'm bullish that there's a lot that this works for, and that the electric and the hybrid's a better experience for. But maybe if it's like a true emergency vehicle, like an ambulance or a fire truck, I mean those cannot have any downtime. Obviously, if there's a hurricane or a power blackout, you can't rely on EV infrastructure. But that being said, that's what our Harbinger hybrid is for. So that's one of the reasons we launched the hybrid, is because it's a battery electric powertrain, and then it has a gasoline range extender. So it's almost like you see those videos of people strapping a generator to the back of their Tesla. Right. That's basically what it is, but it's productionalized, obviously.
Right.
And so you get it's kind of the best of both worlds, because you get all the simplicity and reduced maintenance costs of the powertrain itself being battery electric. So all those moving parts of a combustion engine powertrain are gone. But then you have this sort of backup option, which is this, basically generator, which is the gas range extender that can charge the battery electric powertrain.
Well, there are plenty of reasons to argue whether an EREV is the best of both worlds or the worst, but that's not the discussion for today. Because I would have said, had you not had the Harbinger option, what this is not good for is like intercity going fair to fair.
Yeah.
Because for county fairs, you might have a 200 or an 800 mile drive tomorrow.
Right.
Maybe not 800 tomorrow, but with the range extender,
Yep.
your range is no longer a complicating factor.
Yep.
So that's something you can take off. I think that this should be able to work for just about anything. You said, I noticed Rivian wasn't on the list. Is Rivian one you work with, or is that something for the future?
We've had a lot of conversations with them, and we definitely will build on Rivian at some point. It's just a question of when. Mm-hmm. Rivian has about 150 or so miles of range, their electric delivery vehicle today, so it hasn't been at the top of our list mostly for that reason, but big fan of the product and the platform. The BrightDrop has almost 300 miles of range, which is why we chose it as the first platform that we built on.
That makes a lot more sense. And worth noting that on the ranges you see for the commercial vehicles, correct me if I'm wrong, but those are pretty realistic ranges because commercial customers don't tolerate no BS.
Yeah.
They need to know what the range really is.
Yeah, we find that the speed is your biggest factor for real world range, right? So when I've driven this vehicle thousands of miles, and a bunch of that was on interstate driving, a bunch of it was more like rural and urban environments. And basically what I have found is that if you're going over 65 miles an hour, 65 is kind of the threshold where if you go above that, for a long period of time, you're going to see less than the average EPA rated range.
Sure.
If you go below that, you'll actually see more. So I've driven this vehicle well over 300 miles on a single charge, even though the EPA rating is 285. It was actually 276 on this model year, and that's because during that trip I was mostly not doing interstate driving.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I see a lot of people complain about the rating systems they use in Asia or Europe, and they say when you bring that car over here, it doesn't get that range. Those standards are tailored for that style of driving. In Nepal, nobody is going 70 miles an hour. I don't even know a road you'd do it.
Right, exactly.
So BrightDrop is about 300.
Yep.
Harbinger, I mean, the range is less important on the hybrid, on the EREV version. On the electric version, do you know the range?
On the battery electric, it's about 220. Then the hybrid on a single charge plus full tank of gas is about double.
Yeah. And what about the E-Transit?
E-Transit depends on the roof height, but with the one that we choose, about 125 or so.
Okay, so that's an in-town solution.
That's an in-town solution. Yeah. So we're doing some mobile health vehicles for urban health services on the E-Transit.
Sure. And when you're talking to a customer, I assume lead time varies dramatically depending on what they want, how many they want, what it is.
Yes, to some extent. We do pride ourselves on our speed of delivery. So a lot of times in this industry, people are waiting a year to get their vehicles. We're typically delivering within 3 or 4 months for something that even has some like bespoke custom aspects to it. The Harbinger, that's a bit longer lead time because we're waiting to get those chassis from Harbinger. So that is going to be like Q2 of 2026 that we're actually shipping those.
And where are they located?
They are located in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a new one to me. I will have to research them a bit. Anything I'm forgetting to ask? You did say RVs are a thing that
so we actually started as a camper van company and then sort of expanded into this these different commercial sectors. So definitely have some DNA in the camper world, and so we have a 300 mile range electric camper van built on the BrightDrop platform, which you can check out on the website, called the G3, and it's got some cool features like a raisable bed that comes down from the ceiling, and a whole dinette area that transforms into a king size bed, kitchen, fully electric cooking.
Serial number 13.
Lucky number 13, our show vehicle.
Yeah, and I mean, it's more honest. I've seen companies that put a whole bunch of numbers in front of it just to feel more important than they are.
No, we're pretty honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and the website is?
GroundedEVs.com.
You can remember that, right? We'll put it up on the screen just in case. Is there anything I'm forgetting to ask?
I don't think so, but if you have any questions, you can reach out. We also have a chatbot on the website you can ask questions to, or send us an email at info@groundedevs.com.
There you go, guys. What did we miss? What did we misunderstand? Leave it in the comments below. And of course, the videos where we try to make you smarter, the comments are where you can make us smarter, I guess. And if I need to, I can reach back out and we can have a chat with those questions, should there be enough of them. And yeah, if you got any thoughts on that, let me know. Thank you guys so much for sending me to the 4th Roadmap Conference here in Michigan. And everybody else, like, subscribe, you know what you're doing. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots on the next one.